God just blessed this ministry so much in the last few weeks. And Dan, I think we made our goal, didn't we?
Dan, we didn't just make our goal, we exceeded our goal. You don't know this, but you knew we made it because Dan Celia gets up so early, so I do too. So I let him know we made it this morning. But after I talked with staff, we're actually, there were a couple larger gifts that came in yesterday. So we've got not 2,500 women that are going to get an opportunity to meet their baby for the first time, see the first picture of their baby moving alive in their womb. Not 2,500, 2,800 are going to have that because of the financial issues. Families' heart for the innocence, for these babies, for these young moms that are in unplanned pregnancies. You know, it's one thing to be outraged about abortion, but it's quite something different to take tangible steps to do something about it. But that's what the financial issue family again has done. Blew it out of the water. So I'm just thrilled.
That is
that means, if you take 80% of that 2,800, at least 2,000 women will likely choose life over death, over abortion, over their hearts being broken that they did it. They know it the minute they did it. You got to see them coming out of the abortion clinics. They're the most downtrodden piece of humanity you'll ever see. And that's because...
And they're like that for the rest of their life. Their life, they feel that. And, so
it revisits them in the night. They have nightmares, of vacuum sounds and of babies crying, and it's just a terrible thing. But there's 22,000 of them that is not going to happen to. And that's just the beginning. As you know, Dan, because of a friend of the ministry, not only did we underwrite 2,800 ultrasound scans, but that also matches 25 new ultrasound machines that will be placed in centers that have been waiting for these machines. And these puppies are expensive. They're $15,000 to $20,000 depending on what kind of a machine they want. And so this takes that waiting list down.
What's the life expectancy of one of those machines? How long do they stay in operation?
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. So one of those ultrasound machines will last easily 10 years, and they don't need anything real fancy. There's not a lot of moving parts. It's just sonar is what it is, actually. And that allows, for 10 years. I mean, think about that. Think about the impact. If your average pregnancy clinic sees 500 women a year, let's undershoot it and say they see 500 a year, that see their baby times 10 years times 25. I mean, what financial issues has done here? Wow. You guys are great at talking about derivatives and things I don't understand, but I understand this. This is a life-saving affair that we're involved with here, Dan. And I'm just so thankful. I wanted to come on personally and say how grateful we are to be able to move forward with haste here, with speed in reaching these women.
Well, I'll tell you, our listeners appreciate what Preborn is doing so much and are so grateful. They're grateful to me, and they praise God. We talk about all the time. I think about the size of this reunion that I always talk about all the time that we're going to have in glory with all these babies, our financial issues families. We're going to have a great reunion in glory someday. But the numbers are beginning to get astronomical, and I can honestly say, when we started, when Preborn and Financial Issues partnered up some years ago, and this started. The numbers weren't this big. The expectation of the numbers weren't this big, although the desires of our hearts were this big. It was hard to fathom all of this. And when I think of what God has done over the last several years with your ministry, our ministry, and what we've been allowed to do, it is just incredible. So amazing. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.